Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 67 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cole Beasley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tackle the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers a week ago for Cook. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
2nd down, they'll go right back to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down reaching the 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, Darnold eluding the pressure right. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time, a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. They'll roll him that one. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Cousins throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and very short, Cousins.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To the air again, it's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. This defense...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the play official. So that challenge, a successful one.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
final shot before the break. Darnold. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
This is unbelievable.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cousins to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receiver.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're not able to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Running right through it. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Brought down by DJ Wanham.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he spins past him and into space.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Cousins on target there to Johnson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He's a trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Darnold. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 8. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if attack.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
And Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. We'll check on his status when we get back.
That caught by Tremble.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And this one caught by Beasley. Now it's Darnold.
He'll go right back to Beasley.
And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing in it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Oh, a terrific play there by Harrison Smith. And one thing you always get comfortable with going into a game, his smarts and his ability to be around the ball. He tied his career high with 5 interceptions last year. Another one goes to his total.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it up.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.